Sure. So the report is our annual global business travel spending study, and it has data on business travel going back to the year 2000, and it forecasts from 2013 all the way into the future in 2017. So we're seeing that in 2013 we're going to hit $1.12 trillion in business travel spending, which is 5.4% higher than the year ago period.
And what's the forecast? Next few years all looks pretty rosy as well by the sound of it.
Yes, we're seeing an improving picture over the coming years. The overall trend for the global growth is around 7% or so if you look at the last 10 to 12 years, and we're a bit below that right now because of the difficulties we're having in Europe. But we do think that over the next 5 years we will see an improving economy in Europe, particularly going into 2014, and we think in the outer years of our forecast in the 15, 16, and 17 we'll see really robust growth back up above that global long-term average, we think.
A lot of growth out of Asia Pacific as well. China, the big mover.
Absolutely. China is growing in around the 10% area. India is actually the fastest growing business travel spend economy in the world, even though it's still relatively small compared to, say, the United States or China. It's growing at a compound annual growth rate of 13.5% over the next 5 years.
And you're forecasting business travel in Europe to pick up as well?
Yes, it's obviously very sluggish right now, but we do anticipate that in 14, 15, and 16, and in those years, we'll see a resumption of business travel growth, and that's really going to help the overall global economy because so much of travel these days is bound to the international trade and export markets.
And did anything surprise you in the statistics? Was there anything that really stood out that kind of caught you off guard, so to speak?
Well, I was a little bit surprised by India's growth, that it's going to be so fast-paced over the coming years. One of the other trends we're seeing is in South America and Brazil. It's growing so quickly relative to other developed nations that it will be probably the 5th largest business travel country in the next few years, and that's going from about 10th right now. So it's really moving up the ranks very quickly.